why we're here. We're here actually to learn a little bit more about how to do well in the program that you're all on, right? And today we have a very special speaker. She is someone who really walks the talk. And she has helped numerous people, individuals, in the last couple of years to not only look the best version of themselves, to be truly successful in the outcome of the program that we are all here today, right? And essentially, I am really excited to hear what she has to say with all her tips. So please join me in welcoming our very inspiring, our very energetic, and our ever-trip and hit Tuan!
If you're not here, what will you be doing?
Sleeping!
It's okay, say anything, right? It's what you like to do, but of course I think you came to the right place because just now you heard, I think I was telling Shereen, if she introduced me as ever trim and fit, and then I can't walk up to the stage, I'll probably be floating up the stage, right? When people praise you this way. So actually I think we've come to the right place. Being here, I think all of you want to know, what is it really that helps you to stay trim and fit? Program that your friend also tell you about. Maybe I share with you my own transformation journey. You can see it. Let me stand here. So that was me before the program, right? So the whole thing is actually when I was younger I was this size. So when I was in my high school years I was actually this size. But of course age caught up, life caught up, and life happens, and this happened. Actually, during this time, I didn't think I was very fat because I'm tall, right? So a lot of people say, maybe you're just a bit bigger size. But deep down inside my heart, I knew I had to do something because I was about to wear XL already. So I was actually exercising consistently 4 days a week. Almost every Saturday, I will go running. And when I say 4 days a week exercise, I also take care of my food. I ate super clean, like everything steamed. My vegetables was just 1 minute on hot water, no salt, no oil. That kind of eating. I was doing it for 2 years, but I still look like this. So very thankfully, a friend of mine, she saw me posting my 30th birthday photo, and she's like, wait, this girl doesn't look like this back in school. So she came and then she introduced me to a set of this 90-day program. You want to see the after, right? So unbeknownst to me, right? So I just listened and then I'm like, okay, the 90-day thing works, let's just do 90 days. And then of course after the 90 days, what happens, right? What people always want to do. So 2 years post 90 days, 5.5 years after 90 days, today is 6.5 years after 90 days. After day 90. Right? So I think I'm very thankful that I was introduced to this program, because otherwise, how big do you think this one will look today if the 90-day program didn't happen? But of course, through my transformation, naturally, if I from this become this, I don't need to open my mouth, right? People at home also will notice. So apparently, I'm not the only vain one at home. I have another person who is vain at home. Not my husband, this is my brother. So this person here, right, he has been frequenting the gym for 3 to 4 years. Every day, I think almost 3 days a week after work. Then I asked him, I'm like, why isn't this like this? So he actually was not happy, that I had to take up a set of, supplementation product, and he said, oh, take product, go to gym, eat well. I said, how go to gym like that? Not to say gym is not good, but I was just like, you're not showing. So of course, as I was on the program, he noticed I slim down. He also started, and voila, 90 days later. So I told him, I said, hey, bro, you actually almost found had 6 packs, just that it was covered by a very, very thick blanket. Yeah, so of course, you know, right, we live under the same roof. When I say we all very vain. So of course, this whole being vain thing started from this other person in my house, which is my dad. So he also wanted to slim down. Right, so actually my dad, over the years, because of a lot of bad lifestyle habits, and I think there was about 10 to 15 years of drinking a lot of beer, so he's not a very big size or overweight or fat person, but he just has this very big belly, and this has caused him to develop diabetes as well as high blood pressure. So actually the time when I was on the program and I was about to complete it, I found out that his doctor increased his diabetic medication dosage to 2 tablets. So that was when the alarm rang, because I'm thinking, you know, in his mid-60s, if he has to take so much medication, what will happen 5 to 10 years later? I mean, realistically, you know, not everyone's kidney can take it, and I don't want to be the one who will be shipping him to dialysis center, you know, like, we have so much time to spend. Why would you want to spend your time shipping your loved one to a dialysis center? So I spoke to him. Of course, he wanted to slim down, but he wasn't willing to do the changes. But I asked him, choose airport or dialysis center. 5 years later, he chose airport. Then I said, start program. So this was him 90 days later. He lost 6 layers of his visceral fat. Went back to the doctor. Doctor reduced his medication to half a tablet just for stabilization. So thank God. Yeah, so of course, you know, apples don't fall far from the tree. So of course, this is another vain person, right, in my family. She used to be a cabin crew for Cathay Pacific. Then, life caught up. She had a child in her late 30s, never lost weight. And then in her 50s, she just decided that, you know, I'm really big, I need to lose weight. So she started going cycling in Putrajaya, 30-40 kilometers every Saturday, every Sunday. Then she called my mom. She said, Auntie, how come I breathe fusu, feels like I'm gaining weight? Then my mom just said, oh, then you look for my daughter, Meishuan. So then Meishuan happened, and then she became like that, right? So of course, the thing about my cousin sister, so my cousin sister actually, when she gained that much weight, I didn't know that she was having sleep apnea. So her sleep apnea was that severe that she had to get the breathing device to wear at night when she sleeps. Otherwise, she's not breathing at all at night for probably an hour plus. Yeah, and also her cholesterol levels was getting higher. So she didn't tell me all this until I brought the products to her house, and she said, come upstairs and show you this device. Then I got a shock of my life. Then, of course, you know, thankfully after 90 days, she went back to do the test and everything. So don't need to use the device to sleep until today. Right, isn't that great? Of course, you realize one more thing, right? At first, she's very strong because that's what she wants to be. Then after slim down, she take picture with flower. Yeah, so I think in your mind now you'll be thinking like there are a lot of people around you who's, you know, struggling to overcome their weight problems. Yeah, I was one of them. Yeah, and probably not all of you here, you know, you're probably on the program or going to be on the program or don't know why you're here. Yeah, so but really I just want to let you know that transformation is really more than just the number on the scale. Why? It's because actually if you look around, people around you, honestly speaking, nobody looks at you and they will be able to tell how much you weigh. But they look at you to see what's your body shape like, then they determine if you're slim or you're not slim, right? So actually 2 people can be of the same height, same weight, but why is the body shape different? Because, you know, body fat, if you know about body fat content, that's the thing that actually determines your body shape. Yeah, and of course, same thing for men, you know, like just now I told you my dad was not fat, like overweight, big, you know, but just got the belly, same thing lah. Sometimes the fat just like to concentrate in certain areas. So body mass index is something that we always hear. I think the day there was a news report, right? They say that if your BMI is above certain number, you don't get a promotion. Yeah, so but really it's just a very, very general indicator because if you know how to calculate it, it's basically your body weight divided by your height times height. So it's a very, very rough calculation. It doesn't really tell you what determines your body shape. So what really determines your body shape is this body fat, which is the fat underneath your skin. So if you can see here, there are 8 different figures depicting 8 different ranges of body fat from male and female. So I think you can identify yourself in which range you fall into. But ideally, The ladies want to be here, right? Yes. The men want to be here, right? Now I know already. Men want six packs more than women want their little abs. Yeah, so, or maybe you're very shy. It's okay. Yeah, so another thing that I realized that was affecting our health directly is this thing called visceral fat. I also learned recently, right, this visceral fat, which is the fat around our organs, is very highly inflammatory, meaning if you have very high visceral fats, right, your body is somehow undergoing some low-grade inflammation all the time, which is not great, because if you're undergoing inflammation, in a more layman term, it would be like your body is rusting slowly, right? So, do you know how much visceral fats do you have?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Only 1% know. I also know, yeah, but if you don't know, it's okay because the friend who invited you here, they have this device that can help you to measure. So if you haven't got to know what is your visceral fat layer, ask your friend to help you to measure and get to know if you are in the blue or green zone. Actually, given a choice, you want to be in the green or blue zone. Cannot decide because don't know. Right, so for me, I would rather be in the blue zone because it says low health risk. Yeah, of course we want to lower as much risk as possible so that we can uplift our quality of life. Right, so because how does visceral fat look like? I'm not sure if you've seen certain news report, but visceral fat is something that is being discussed now in the media quite a bit, and they've actually shown pictures, and this is how it looks like. So this is like your organ. This is actually intestine, small intestine. So can you imagine if you have very high visceral fat? So it looks something like that. It's blanketing your organs, and it makes it very hard for your organ to function normally because it's actually obstructing it. Yeah, so of course you've definitely seen a lot of people now, they say that BMI is just a very general indicator. What's more important is, your waist to hip ratio, how much belly fat do you have. And why is it belly fat is a very good indicator to tell whether your visceral fat is high or not? Because most of your organs are here. Right? So when all of your organs are here and you have high visceral fat, automatically your belly fat will be higher. Yeah, so of course then another thing is the fat. Why we need to keep it low? Now, this one also I learned recently, very interesting. When you do blood tests or medical checkups and everything, and people say that, oh, your blood vessel is clogged. Actually, it's not clogged. I just found out that the fat is actually not inside the blood vessel. It's actually between your blood vessel walls. So then I'm like, that's even more dangerous, right? Because it's between the walls, and like, how do we access it to get rid of it? So then I found out actually it's very important to, have good fat metabolism in your body so that your body can do the work to burn off this. So otherwise, you see it says plaque, right? That means it's hardened fat. When this hardens and then it comes in, that's when it narrows down your blood vessels, and that's not what you want. Yeah, imagine traffic jam. In Malaysia, when we talk about traffic congestion, then you can imagine, right? So this is 5 lane, and then because there's road construction, become 2 lanes. So that's when your blood is like, what do we do now? Okay, we just get stuck here. Yeah, so that's not what you want, because ultimately, one day when the pressure is too high, and that's how stroke happens. So after all I've shared, really, high body fat is the root cause of all diseases. So whatever that's listed here, just now I've said, my dad has, what's diabetes? Suddenly I can't see it. Anyway, so my cousin has this too. Oh, high blood sugar, high, yeah, so this is my dad. Yeah, and of course, for me, I have, limited mobility, everything was just distracting me. I feel very tired. Yeah, so actually what really causes people to become overweight? So here are some of the reasons. So the first thing is aging. So I think a lot of us, we can relate, right? When we're 18, we can do what we want, won't gain weight. By the time we're 25, we feel a little bit different. But the moment you hit 30, you're like, why is it like, it's like a landslide. Suddenly you don't eat a lot, but you kept gaining weight. That's because as we age, our metabolism decreases because we also lose muscles in the process. Yeah, and of course, people who are obsessed with food. I think all of us here are, right? Because we hold a Malaysian passport, right? Living in this country, I think it's very hard not to love food. Yeah, so we just eat. But the problem is when we eat, we have so much accessibility to food, so we tend to overeat without us realizing, and that's what causes us to become overweight. And of course, I think you might have friends who practice emotional eating. I do have a friend who just eats when she's stressed out, and she eats anything. Like literally your high sugar food, high sodium food, whatever. She just eats just to release stress. I'm sure you have friends like that. And of course, I think, give a round of applause to all the mothers in the room. Yeah, I think the mothers in this room, you can relate that, after every childbirth, definitely you experience some weight gain, which you find it very difficult to shed off even after you give birth. Yeah, so this was something that my friend was experiencing recently. But I didn't understand because I don't have children myself. So she was explaining to me how it is hard and all that, and then I'm like, okay. Yeah, so of course, irregular diet habits. So do you know friends who are very hardworking and they just keep working and they forget to eat? And then by the time they eat 3 meals in 1 meal. Familiar, right? Yeah, so actually this thing, right, when you're inconsistent with your eating pattern, it actually causes you to gain weight as well. And sedentary lifestyle. I realized there are 2 groups of people that came out from the pandemic. Either they like to do exercises or they just sit and try not to do any exercises. So maybe you know which group you belong to, but this is a very, very prominent thing. But of course, there are also people who work in the office. Like I said, they just work, they just sit there. The next day, 4 to 5 hours have passed and they did not move. Yeah, and last one, improper weight loss. I'm sure you know certain friends who, look, next week I have a photo shoot, this week I go on juice diet. And then after photo shoot, start eating. And then you're like, hey, but I remember you were this slim, right? How come suddenly within 2 weeks you gain this much? Yeah, so all of these things actually cause people to gain weight. And I think you have seen this whole list of common approaches, right? So I was doing the first 2, exercise. And then I also control my diet, eat clean, right? But just now you saw the first picture, that was the result. But I was just thinking for exercising, I do have older friends who, they actually embarked on a program with me, but the thing they share with me is not that they don't want to exercise, but it's because of their overweight condition and their age. They can't do certain exercises because it actually injures their joints. So the doctor actually advises them not to, and at most they can do brisk walk. How much can you burn with brisk walking, right? And then you don't have enough muscles. Yeah, so of course, when it comes to intermittent fasting, very interesting. So the time when I was that size, I wanted to try to eat less. I wanted to do intermittent fasting, but unfortunately, I have a very sensitive bowel. So if I don't eat and then it just goes crazy, so it's like what you call gastric, right? So I did talk to the doctor. The doctor said if you're having gastric, you cannot fast because it will just mess up your entire gastrointestinal system. So no intermittent fasting convenient. How, right? But lately I realized, right, if you eat on time, you're also doing intermittent fasting. Because today I was talking to my friend, see if you eat at 8 a.m. and you eat at 1 p.m. and your dinner is around 6 to 7 p.m., then you don't take any supper, right? Literally you're eating within the window of 10 to 11 hours. And then you're just not eating for the next 13 hours, right? Yeah. So of course then keto diet is designed to treat epilepsy. But of course I think certain people, they go through the diet and they notice that it helps them with certain weight reduction, and then somehow it's been spread out and people actually start using it to manage their weight. Yeah, and of course when it comes to the rest of it, non-surgical fat reduction trimming treatment could be, I think very famous now, the Ozempic injection. You've heard of it, right? I think you've read about it. Personally, I haven't had anyone who, I haven't known anybody who's taken Ozempic, but I've read articles about it. But I do know friends who take injections for appetite suppressing. So I don't know if Ozempic does the same thing, right? But I think if you're suppressing your appetite, it means that you are starving your body from what it should have. No? Yeah? So of course, slimming drinks, slimming drugs. Okay, slimming drinks. This one is my personal experience. Actually, I have this neighbor who lived diagonally opposite my house. I was trying to introduce her to the 90-day program, but obviously she bought slimming drinks. And this one is a very, very sad story. Until today, it still leaves a mark on me because I remember within 3 weeks she lost her life. No, yeah, seriously, she lost her life because I came home, I saw the ambulance and the police car just left the house. That is something that I remember until today because she bought some slimming coffee online and then within 3 weeks she got stroke twice. and then she passed away. Yeah, so be very careful of the products out there. Yeah, and of course, slimming drugs, and then liposuction bariatric surgery. I have a customer who was on program with me. She completed the program. She did bariatric surgery, but the problem is after the bariatric surgery, she has a lot of diet restrictions. Like she could only eat one piece of chicken breast for 1 meal. She can't eat more because she cut out 80% of her stomach, so she left 20% only. So even when she drinks water, she needs to be careful how much she's drinking. So when I met her, she told me, she said, yeah, I did the surgery, I lost, she was 120 over kg before surgery. After surgery, she was about 90. But she told me she's still overweight because she's shorter than me. So then when I got her on the program miraculously, right, I think she lost about another 15. But she said it's not about how much she lost, it's her body shape she noticed changes the most because she could wear back about close to L size clothing because at first she was still wearing double XL. Yeah, and of course slimming garments, definitely when you wear, you look slim. When you don't wear, what happens? So it doesn't really solve the root cause of it, right? And of course, lastly, colon detox. So that's, like I said, a lot of other solutions are out there. Yeah, but we have to ask ourselves, are those solutions out there really, really addressing the root cause? Is it really helping with our metabolism? Is it helping with increasing our muscles and helping us to burn fat? Yeah, because there are a lot of harmful ingredients in certain products out there that we might not know of. Yeah, so for me, I feel if you are looking to manage your weight, I think a good weight management approach should have these 5 key features. Yeah, so first thing is don't starve. Like for me, if you ask me to starve, no way. I cannot skip meals. I'm a 3 meal a day person, right? I need to eat. Yeah, so no need to starve, no need vigorous exercises, right? I think exercise is a good thing to keep yourself mobile and active. Yeah, and also guarantee no side effects. You'll be healthier after you lose your fats. And the best part is no rebound in weight. So what is this weight management approach that I'm trying to introduce to you, but I think you might know, is this TRME weight management system. So why is it so effective? Because it has these 3 things, right? First is leading and innovative products, and then it follows a very simple and effective diet, and of course, just very light exercises to keep you mobile during the whole program instead of being sedentary. Yeah, so what does it really address, when you take this program? So of course there are 3 areas. So the first one is your mood and appetite. So I always tell my friends, actually at the end of the day, right, regardless of what you're doing to yourself, if you want to make changes, it starts from here. Right, this is your main computer. If you're not addressing your main computer, you cannot control the rest of whatever you try to do. Because I have seen friends who are like, oh, I have no sugar week. And then within day 2, right, I cannot talk to them. Because I say something wrong, then I get burned by their fire. No, I didn't do anything wrong. It's just you not having sugar, right? Yeah, and of course, and how our body responds to food, and then also, whether our fat metabolism is in place, and whether, our bodies, when we build muscle, are we really retaining the muscle? I think the last round when I shared, I did read a quote online. It says that muscle is the most valuable asset that you can have, especially when you're old, right? Yeah, so remember this point, I like it, because to me, I just feel that if you have muscles, even when you're older, you don't have to worry because it saves you from a lot of health problems. Yeah, so New Skin has gone through, New Skin has gone through all the lengths, to pick out the ingredients and screen it, and did all the research and development, and found out that, the 3 areas that they need to address can be addressed through all these ingredients. So really we're looking at metabolism support, lean muscle support, positive mindset, and appetite control. So you realize all these 4 things do the main computer in control, right? So all these things we need to start from here, and then the rest will follow through. So of course, why this program works? Actually, this program has been recognized by an external third party, as the #1 well-being and weight management brand. In Malaysia for 8 consecutive years, and in Singapore for 7 consecutive years. Yeah, so I think it's very amazing because if the program is not effective or it doesn't give people the result that they want, I don't think it will be recognized this way. Yes. So I will bring you through what's really inside this 90 days program, right? So very simple. Inside this whole system, there are 6 things that work together. To control your mind and body, or to reprogram your mind and body. The first one is Jumpstart and then my HMC Complex, CSL, True Shapes and Life Pack. So the first one is Jumpstart. When you hear the name Jumpstart, what comes into your head? Yeah. So really, our body is similar. You know, we're using it every day. It's like a machine. So we do have an engine in there that helps us to burn fat and metabolize certain things and all that. And jumpstart really helps us to jumpstart that metabolism again. And of course, it also encourages lean muscle growth and helps us with our appetite control. Yeah. And comes to my age, right? So my age also helps you to have better satiety, so in turn helps you to have better appetite control. Yeah, and yeah, you see the third point here, like, because we are Malaysians, right? At night you sleep, then suddenly 2 a.m. you wake up and feel like having roti canai. So if you think of my age, it won't happen. Or 4 p.m. in the day, let's go to Family Mart, go buy the oden. This won't happen when you're on the program. And of course, it provides you a healthier response towards your meal. And of course, MC Complex helps you to promote healthy metabolism. So it gives you better fat burning effect, and also helps you to maintain the lean muscle that you're going to grow through this program. Muscle very important, right? Yeah, muscle asset. Yeah, so of course this CSL is something that helps you. Like I said, this is the most important computer, right? So CSL actually addresses this part. Because a lot of times when we make certain changes to our lifestyle or our food choices, like I said, just now my friend no sugar diet, I become very cranky. So actually CSL helps us to be more regulated so that we are happily going through the 90 days. Yeah, I'm not sure that some of you, if you're on the program already, you feel like, hey, I'm actually happily enjoying this program, right? Because of CSL. And of course, Stream Shake. Yeah, so this one is the most important part of the program. Why? Actually all important lah, but I just want to highlight this one is the most important because what does protein do? With muscle very important. Yeah, so Stream Shake actually is the protein source in the whole program to help your body to build muscle. Yeah, also it's a good meal replacement because it gives you a very good feeling of satiety. And don't worry about the taste because it has won this Monday Selection Gold Award, so taste no problem. Yeah, of course lastly is Life Pack. So while you're on this weight management journey, you just want to ensure that your body has sufficient nutrients. And why is this important? Is because when your body has sufficient nutrients, it works better and it's also helped to support the entire metabolism process. So of course in Life Pack it contains all of this. And you need to get all of this from this amount of vegetables and fruits, so I don't think you can eat this in a day, right? Yeah, so really what's the difference between our weight management system and other traditional weight loss methods? Basically, very simple. A lot of people try a lot of methods out there, but like I said, it doesn't go to the root cause, whereby when they do whatever they do out there without this whole age-lock technology, they lose weight. But while they lose weight, the danger is they lose both muscle and maybe some fat. Right, so what happens if they do this, right? They lose their metabolism also. That's why some of your friends, if you notice, they exercise, they eat well, they lose weight. But when they stop that lifestyle, they gain back. Yeah, I think you notice this in a lot of people. Because then when you ask your friend, hey, I thought you lost weight, why you gain back? They say, yeah, stop exercising, nah. Yeah, I always hear that. Yeah, but with this program, right, it's very sustainable because over the 90 days, you're reprogramming your brain and your body to build muscle. This is what we want, build assets. Yeah, so then when you have enough muscles, your metabolism will increase. Yeah, so of course about the safety, okay, so we're talking about supplements. So your safety is our priority, so don't worry because all of these products is actually gone through a pharmaceutical process, a quality process control, meaning whatever that you consume is definitely safe and tested to be safe. Yeah, so from all that I've shared, you realize, right, all the common approaches that we said, yeah, it can help you to reduce weight. But really, is weight what we want to reduce, or is it fat that we want to reduce? So if you reduce weight, but you reduce muscle, then your metabolism drops, and then ultimately you lose your health. Like my late neighbor. Yeah, so really that's not what we want. So it's very important for us to really consider what is really the best solution for us to manage our weight. So of course, from all the things that I've shared, very interesting. Today it's not just me sharing, right? So we actually invited two friends who have first-hand experience on this 90-day program as well. So the first person who will be coming up here, she is a very beautiful lady. She was beautiful before, but now she's more beautiful. Yeah, and she will be sharing in Mandarin. So if for those of you who don't understand, you can tune in to this ID on Zoom, to listen to the English translation. So of course, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Nick to share her story.
好，我是 May，我给你们猜猜我今年几岁？28。其实我今年是51岁。像吗？我的身材像51岁吗 ？OK， 其实我一路来，我并不胖，其实你们看那个图片，其实我不胖的，只是说我从小都是那种。长得肉肉的、有福气的那个样子啦，但是呢，我就觉得还是不够好，因为什么呢？因为我其实从38岁，这条裙是我38岁的时候穿的，就是已经离开了我13年，我收在那个橱，我不舍得丢，真的。然后呢，就是因为我从 S size， 没有 extra small 去到 S。然后来到最近的这2年，我去到 M， 有时候买裤子真的是要去 M size， 所以呢，就90多天前，我的一个朋友的妈妈就介绍我TRME，然后呢，我就用了大概1个星期，我去发现到，怎么我的那个腰围跟整个腹部是小了1圈哦，然后没有想到90天后，我竟然可以把我衣橱里面的那个衣服，可以把它重新搬出来，尤其我一条裙子，我已经20年没有穿了。然后呢，我重新的把它洗干净，然后拿去穿。除了把我的身形，回到我说18岁的那个身形以外啊，其实，应该说，其实如果你们注意到我的脸部哦，其实我之前的那个脸的那个下巴的那个肉其实是有一点垂垂的，但是经由90天之后，我发现我的脸是紧致了。然后呢，虽然是说我的头发一路来都是多的，但是我发现我吃了TRME之后，我的头发是越来越厚的，然后皮肤也是我们说的滑了很多。所以不单只就赢回了我的那种 S 的身形哦，这个是我一路来我都想 keep 住的，但是就可能从38岁之后，就一直拿不回这个身形啊。但是呢，竟然在90天里面，我重复了我这个这个 S 身形的这个体态谢谢大家。然后呢还有。就是我其实是2个孩子的妈妈，我忘记说。其实现在呢，我孩子最大的孩子是25岁。当我跟他们一起拍照的时候可以很高兴的，就是说我跟他们是好像姐弟一样，所以这个是我最开心的事情。OK， 谢谢大家。
Have you taken photo of a transformation? Yeah, I think what's amazing is just now the last part she shared. I think for a lot of mothers in this room, you all don't wish to look like your children's mother if you can, right? The greatest compliment is people ask you, where is this child's mother? And then you're standing there smiling. Then they're like, oh, you're not the sister? Then you can't sleep already. But I think it's amazing, right? You all also have clothes that you haven't worn for more than 10 years, which is still in the closet, that you want to wear again. Definitely, right? Actually, all the women you're here, I confirm, because I myself also have a dress that I wore since I was 20 years old. It's still in the closet. Today I can wear it. Yeah, so of course, next up, right, we also have a gentleman, right, to share his transformation story. I will not say too much because I think I'll let you hear the story from himself. So let's welcome Farid.
Hi everyone, I'm Farid. So I used to be obese most of my life since young. So average weight 90 plus kgs mostly. So when I reached 41, I decided that this has to change. Especially when those around me, people my age, are suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, and sadly some of my friends even died. because of all these main sickness. So my sister introduced me to TRME. Then I took it for about 3 months, and thankfully the changes are quite visible. After 3 months, I think I lost around 12 kg. And post TRME, I've lost a further 80 kg, so around 90 kg. So not only that, because of TRME, I changed my lifestyle 360. No more junk food, no more late night supper. Oily food is especially a no-no. But I developed a taste for all these healthy poke bowls and such. I think about a year ago it will be unheard of me even frequenting such shops. So lifestyle change, and visibly my waist size reduced from I think an average of 39, 40 to about 36. 35, 36. I can even wear 34, but big tight. And not only that, all of my friends been complimenting me, saying what did I do and such, how come I look so different. I can honestly say this is the fittest I felt. Quite fit. More energy, more health conscious, not necessarily on a diet or what, but just focus on living a healthy lifestyle. So TRME has seriously changed my life, and hopefully it can further improve my health even more. Thank you.
Give both our testimonial sharers another round of applause. That was the reason why I didn't want to say much about him, because I think, just now when he said he was obese since young, I think it's very interesting, right? Even people who have been struggling with weight since the day, they probably realized that they're overweight as a kid. They've got a hope to change. And did you hear it? He said TRME really changed his life. I think that's like the best value you can get out of the program, right? When it changes your life entirely. So a lot of people say, after TRME, can we still love food? Just like you heard, right? He said he found a new love for healthier food. So I think really, truly, from their sharing, we noticed that, they still eat, but they can slim down. So of course, back to the 5 key features of this 90-day program. You don't need to starve. You don't need vigorous exercises, guaranteed no side effects. You'll be healthier after fat loss, and definitely no rebound in weight. Just now Farid said after program how much she lost? Another 8 kg, right? So the total 20 kg, that's a lot. That's like half a person if you think about it. See, she loves Shirley. So now you're wondering, I'm standing here looking like this. Me and Farid come up here, share, and they look like that. So how did they really, use this TRME effectively and get the results they want? So I'll bring you through how to take TRME effectively. There are three key factors to achieve optimal effect. The first one, be patient. Why? Because TRME is a supplement, it's not a drug. The difference is when you take a drug, it gives you immediate effect. Right? If you're taking a supplement, it needs some time, so you need to be patient. So definitely you can see results, but the key is how well you can follow it. So when you talk about how well you can follow, right, there's one person that you cannot let go of when you're on this program, your consultant. Work very closely with your consultant. I'm sure just now Farid and May, right, they never let go of their consultant, that's why they got the results that they got, right? And of course, during this program, definitely there will be some changes you need to make. I think just now you heard Farid say, right, he gave up some of the things and then he found new love for certain other things. Because basically you still eat, right? And it's the simplest and most humane way to manage your weight. And of course, be patient. Why? Because slimming down is a process. Cascading down, when I want to read the word cascading, I just want to say it looks like staircase. Easier for you to understand. Yeah, so it's never a straight line. It will slowly go down in a cascading manner because your body needs time to adjust as well. Yeah, and also sometimes your results might be affected by other factors like menstruation cycle, your age, or your own body metabolism condition. But the key is hold tight to your consultant. That's the key. Because that's what I did too. Yeah, so second one is be confident with the products. TRME is proven to be effective. Yeah, I think you've seen other people also share, other success stories for you to see. It's definitely, if you follow well, you can achieve the results that you want to achieve. And why I say grab hold of your consultant and never let go, hold them tight, right, is because they are trained and they are professional and they know what they're doing and they know how to bring you to where you want to go. Yeah, so how do we use TRME? Very simple. So jumpstart, my age, CS control, MC complex, all these before your first meal, and then after your first meal, life pack, and then after that your dinner, you replace it with shrimp shake, and after the shrimp shake, another packet of life pack. If you don't remember, it's okay, ask your consultant. Yeah, very simple, right? Just text them out, one WhatsApp text away, one call away. Yeah, so really, how do we take TRME effectively? Okay, so if you notice, this is a very, very balanced way of eating. So you have 2 servings of protein, and 1 serving of carbs, and 1 serving of veggie and fruits. Follow your hand size. Okay, not anyone else's hand size, your hand size. So if you take the food, you don't know, you just take out your hand and you check. You roughly know how much you're eating. So what are the good examples of protein that you can take during this program? So these are 2 types of protein. One is meat protein, one is non-meat protein. You can see, right? If you want, you can take a picture. Yeah, so for any one of you who prefer chicken, go for chicken, go for fish. Up to you. If you still don't know what to do, text your... You got it? Yeah, so one more tips during this program, if you really want to have the best results, be very persistent to replace your one meal, okay, either lunch or dinner with shrimp shake. Never skip the shrimp shake, and please do not replace it as breakfast. Yeah, so still don't understand? Ask your. This one confirms him down well. Yeah, so carbohydrates, right? So okay, so on the ones on the left, I think you're very familiar with. Yeah, but I just want to let you know that those that are listed on the right, they are also sources of carbohydrates. So, if in the event that you are having a buffet meal or whatever, and you have taken some of these, reduce these. If you still don't know what to do, text your consultant. Yeah. I mean, they are the ones that help you through this 90-day journey, right? So yeah, and vegetable and fruits, of course, these are very important because this gives you the nutrients and the vitamins that you need. And don't know how many of you favorite food. I think this one a lot of people like to eat because the idea is croissant and coffee. Yeah, but really just avoid these during the 90 days because it's very high fat content. Yeah, of course not just these, but there are also these that people usually take. And of course I know we're in the month of June, July, August. In Malaysia, you see these everywhere. Drive by the roadside, you see a lot of stalls with this, right? Feel like eating, right? Feel like eating, I might text your consultant. Yeah, so even nuts as well, also very high fat content. You can just avoid plus avocado as well. Yeah, so really when it comes to cooking method, very simple. We follow the traffic light rule. So what happens when you see red light? Stop, don't take, avoid. Yeah, so like deep fry, taken with starch, all these cooking styles, avoid. If you see green, go. You see yellow? Don't do it the Malaysian driving style. Yeah, consume in moderation. Okay, so those that belong in the yellow cooking style, cooking style that belongs in the yellow group, take it in moderation. So maybe I quote some examples for you to understand better. So for instance, egg. I think all of us here like eggs, right? I love eggs. Yeah, so very simple. If you want to eat egg, you can. But try to keep it simple and hard-boiled eat. Because if you notice, when you scramble the egg, you add in your butter and your milk and everything, you're increasing the calorie count. I am not asking you to count the calories. I'm letting you see the difference. Because a lot of people, they don't realize, they tell their consultant, I'm having egg, and then they show the consultant scrambled egg. Yeah, when you forget that you add the butter and the milk in is extra stuff already, it's not just egg itself. Yeah, same goes with vegetables. Yeah, a lot of us, we like to go to our Japanese restaurants, right? And we love our tempura. Yes. A little small business. I don't dare to admit already because I say tax for consultant. Yeah, so try to avoid deep fried vegetables, because deep fried vegetables, they go through the whole cooking process and everything. It increases the calorie count by 21 times. So can you imagine if you eat a serving of tempura vegetables, you're eating 21 servings of steamed vegetables in one meal. Oops. Yeah. And rice, yeah. Who doesn't like to eat rice here? Also, everyone likes to eat rice. Good. Stay with white rice. Yeah, and a lot of my friends also like, what's wrong? Fried rice also can eat rice, still rice. I'm like, no, fried rice go through the frying process. It has oil added and everything. It becomes, can you imagine you eat one serving of fried rice in that one meal? It is actually 3 servings of white rice. So instead of eating one bowl of rice, you eat 3 bowls of rice without you realizing. Yeah, same goes with biryani rice. If you have one serving, then it's like 2 times of the white rice. Fish as well. A lot of people like to eat fish and chips here, right? Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, so just avoid doing deep fried, really, because I think if you notice the calorie difference, right, it's really not worth, because to stack in, I might as well have the whole steamed fish rather than the few fillet of fried fish. Yeah, so how do you consume your breakfast in this program? Very simple. Like I said, 2 servings of protein, 1 carb, 1 fruit or vegetable. So your carb could be your wholemeal bread or your sourdough bread. Don't know? That's yours. Yeah, she should sit down well. Lunch, same thing, balanced meal. Rice, veggie, and your 2 rice, veggie, and also your protein servings with your fruits as well. Yeah, and dinner, very simple, just replace with your tune shake. Not both the flavors, choose either one and take 1 serving. Right? So for better satiety levels, meaning if you want to feel better or feel full when you eat, right, always start with the vegetables. Why? Because when you start with fiber, right, it actually starts your digestive system working. Right? So when it's busy, by the time you take the protein, it will tell you that I'm about there, so you take less carbs, and then after that you take your fruits. Okay? Yeah, so some dieting tips. So of course during this program, try to avoid snacks, supper or carbonated drinks, and reduce alcohol consumption, because if you drink alcohol, it basically lowers your metabolism rate. So it's equivalent to drinking oil, right? Kind of similar. Yeah, and then don't take bigger portions of food than before, and of course have a more balanced diet. And just now what I showed you is very balanced. You can have rice, you can have veggie, you can have meat. Yeah, so of course, like I said, if you want that better shape, you want to be more sculpted, you can actually start doing some exercises. If you're still not sure what to do, ask your consultant. Yeah. This one everybody can do. I think you all just now before you all come up, maybe you all spend half an hour to 1 hour doing this, right? So it's a very good way to burn some fats also. Yeah, so of course, like after all that I've said, actually we all realize that many people are really struggling with their weight. But I think it's not just about struggling with weight. But if you've read recent articles of the news, obesity has become sort of like I wouldn't say pandemic, but it's like a growing disease in a global view. Yeah, even World Health Organization has highlighted that, obesity actually causes a lot of chronic diseases like these 4 here. And I think out of these 4 diseases, we always hear, right, someone we know or someone next to us who is at risk of all these things, we want to help them. And now we don't know how to help. But coming here today, suddenly you realize, hey, I think I can help my friend or my family member. So really being overweight and also being very dissatisfied with their body figure, right, is actually, it's a thing where it affects people's confidence. I think if you just now you saw May and Farid sharing their story, you realize they're more confident. But I'm sure before the program, I don't think they would come up to the stage and tell you anything, right? So it's true, a transformation, they gain back their confidence. I think that's priceless. Yeah, so this is actually becoming a global problem. Yeah, and really, do you know that the statistics shows that 65% of the people are actually dissatisfied with how they look, and 77% of the people are really finding ways to manage their weight. Yeah, so there is a market research done, and 5 years from now, Wow, 5 years from now, that's very close. Yeah, so can you imagine that this weight loss and weight management market, it will go to about $430 billion. So can you imagine just how many people are there? Actually, all of you here, you're here because you want to be trim and fit. So you're also part of this statistic. But imagine out there who is contributing to this statistic. Right, suddenly you realize like everyone around us also, they need a solution to their health. Yeah, so of course, I think, I hope that you gain some information or something that's useful for you today from my sharing. Yeah, so I hope to hear your transformation story next time, and I make sure. See you.
Thank you, Meishwan. Yeah, I really learned a lot from her, and I'm super in awe with the testimony sharers. Are you guys excited? Yeah. So up next, we have another speaker. So just like all of you here today, he also underwent a 90-day program as well. And what I really like about what he's about to share is the many values from the TR program, the 90-day program, and how much he is able to share these values with us. So without further ado, I'd like to invite our next speaker, Ethan Yo.
Thank you, Suri, for introducing me. Yeah. So I hope all of you learn something today, how to take TRME effectively. Yeah, from Asian. Yeah. So myself also, years ago I took a set of TR program. So I also attend a class like this, and then I slim down well. Yeah. Just follow our weight management consultant. Yeah. The guidance. Yeah. I also slim down 10 kg. Yeah. So just share as my background. Actually, formerly I'm an electrical engineer working in Singapore. Yeah, for 5 years. Yeah, actually in my life, right, I never think of I need to slim down because as a teenager until myself in university, right, I still very active. I play sport, and then all the time I very slim and fit. Yeah, but I don't know why. In go to the work, and then as an engineer, and 3 years later, I have a big tummy. Yeah, I don't know why. Suddenly, I just realized because I go to a trip with my friend. My secondary school mate. I don't even dare to take out my shirt. Because I just realized I got a stomach. Yeah, so from that time, right, I think I need to slim down. From that day onwards, right, I start to dinner. I try to cut my dinner. I try to eat. I don't eat rice. I eat oatmeal, all this for dinner. But I also cannot slim down. Yeah, maybe the headache work life. Okay, so just follow your consultant. Yeah, yes. Today you learn from Asian, right? Yeah. So you actually can slim down very well. As just now also our 2 testimonial sharer, they also take TRME well, and then they also slim down. I think give them a round of applause. Yeah. After slim down, right? The one to slim down also actually is my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend. Yes. Ex-girlfriend, now is my wife Yes. Yeah, so when I met her, right, yeah, she's like this yeah, so it's a true love she's really sweet okay, yeah. But I got a new wife. Yeah, so gentlemen, if you want to have a new wife, right, please take your spouse, take care of me, okay? Yeah, so it's really amazing. Yeah. So I think everyone needs TRME. Yeah. Actually from this in this journey, right, I start to slim down, I start to share to my girlfriend, my family, my colleague, my schoolmate, unimate. fat, all this. Yeah, so all of them also start to slim down. They also get healthier. They also start to cut down their medication. Some of my colleagues, they're really like 50, 60 years old as an engineer. They also slim down. They also cut down their medication. Yeah, I also feel, wow, this is really amazing. Yeah, so you can see not only any races or any age also can really slim down very well. Yeah, from there, right, I also start to see that my sponsor start to tell me, actually you can start to share to 2 people, 3 people and complete your brand rep, and then you can earn a 5-figure income. Yeah, so I also start to share. Yeah, I start to share doing that. At the 3rd month, I really earn the 5-figure income. Yeah, just by part time. Yeah, actually that time I work in Singapore, and then after work, yeah, I try to share to people and then my colleague all this, right? I earn a very beautiful 5-figure income at the 3rd month. Yeah, so just now you can see, right? Actually, some of them actually get the 5-figure income in the 1st month. Yeah, so now the speed actually is very fast. Actually, everyone needs the product. Yeah, so we just take the TRME well, and then we can start to share around. Yeah, really help people around us. Yeah, so actually, not only that, actually, New Skin to me is a gift. Yeah, I just want to share my story to you also. Yeah, just a quick one. Yeah, so actually, it's my parents. Yeah, they are. My dad is 80 years old and mom is 70 years old. They're actually very old age already. Yeah, so actually, I'm the fifth in the family. Yeah, I got 7 siblings. Yeah, so actually I'm the first one go to university also. Yeah, actually my parents also love me a lot. But actually, I also want to give them a very good life. Yeah, I want to give them the best. So I also go to Singapore to work. I want to earn the 3-time income. Yeah, so I want to get promotion. I want to get an increment. Yeah, so I spend a lot of time on the work. So every day, right, I just work. Actually, the 1 year, I only go back 2 times only. 1 year, I only go back 2 times. So because I need to spend my time and work. Yeah, so because I want to get the promotion. I really want to put my effort. Yeah. So actually, this is a recent trip. I bring them to just nearby, just to Muar only. Yeah, but I can see they're really happy, and they really see them holding hands, still holding hands, like they're married like 50 years already. Yeah, and then see they're really happy. I can see, because I think not where we go. Actually, it's the time we spend together. I spend time with them, talk to them, and really enjoy the moment with them. Not like I still on the phone, on the call, but I just bring them there and then let them just go around. Yeah, but I really the moment spending together, I really appreciate. Yeah, now every month I also go back to hometown and really spend time with them. Yeah. So other than that, right, I also a good boyfriend. Yeah, I also a very good boyfriend. Yes. Yeah, because when I work, right, I work in Singapore, actually earning not bad. Yeah, so I also every year bring my ex-girlfriend go to travel. Yeah, go to travel. Yeah, actually we are traveling every year. We also go travel. We go Maldives, we go Australia, we go Europe. Actually, we go a lot of places. We having fun. Yeah, we go. Yeah. So this is the picture we are posting on social media. Okay. But actually, actually this is me. Actually, just this one, I just showing that actually, when I go travel, I still work. Yeah, yeah, this is the actual me. You see I found this online very funny. Yeah, when you're on the parachute, you also with the laptop. Yeah. Yes, this is actually just to demonstrate. Even I'm on the travel, right, I also at work. Yeah. So actually, it's very demanding because I'm handling the millions the project. Yeah. So every day morning need to really meetings, and then night need to give the report to the clients, to the manager. Yeah. So I think I spend a lot of time on the laptop. Even I'm on travel. Yeah. So I think I think when you ask me, right, actually, the Maldives, the Australia, the Europe, I just remember the place we went on, on the picture. But what is happening, I forgot already. Because I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood of travel. I just be there only, yeah. So I think it's happening to me, yeah. So but I want to share to you, recently, after you see this one, we go just February, we go to travel. We go to Istanbul, we go to Greece, right? Yeah, actually I can feel the different, yeah. Actually now, this is the first snow in the Istanbul. Actually in Istanbul, right, the snowing is just few days only in a year, right? Yeah, but we experienced the first snow in the Istanbul. Actually, this is the first time we are experiencing snowing. Yeah, so it's actually it's very wonderful. The time we spending together. Actually, we just walk on the street and then suddenly the snow come. Yeah, and then I can, wow, we really crazy. We really happy. And then wow, the snowing, and then we take video, take picture, and then just like wow, the waiting for the snowing to come to our hand. Yeah, I think the feeling is really good. Yeah, so we really both really enjoy at this Istanbul. Yeah, and then we also go to the Acropolis at the Athens, yeah, Greece. Yeah, so I think this place, right, actually always crowded. If you want to take picture like this, it's really, you need to really pay for it. Then you need to private section like that. Yeah, but actually we have the choice, right, to go on the weekday, low season, and then we really can enjoy the moment. Just enjoy and see the building, and then just not rushing to go here and there. We just really enjoy and then seeing the spend time together to really. You ask me what I have been through this trip, right? I can remember not only the picture only. Yeah, so I think I really get the value from here. It's actually right. Yeah. Now I'm doing the new skin. I also by helping people. Yeah, when everything starts from a set of TRME, everything starts from a TRME. I slim down. Yeah, I slim down myself. I help people around me also slim down. Yeah, everything just begin with the TRME, and then I really have a different kind of life also. Yeah, so I hope today you are here today. You're also taking TRME. Yeah, maybe you are not. Maybe you are still considering, or I already taking TRME. I hope you also taking well. Slim down well, you also can become an angel to others, really help people around you also to slim down, and then have a different kind of life also. Yeah, thank you. That's my sharing.
Thank you, Ethan. Please give him a round of applause. I really enjoyed this session. I don't know about you, and I'm so glad that I'm here today, just as you. Just like what Ethan said, each and every one of us here have the power to pay it forward and give the gift of help to others, right? So each and every one of you here who are on the TRME program doing well, you are here to inspire others. I do hope you discover the best version of yourself here today. My name is Shireen. Thank you. Bye.